and thank you for joining me. So I'm going to make an envelope today. In my last video I made this card. If you missed that and you'd like to see how to do it, go back and have a look. I'll link it up in the top corner if you want to do that. Because it's Christmas, I thought we'd go for Christmassy pattern. This sheet has come from this art studio pad that I got in a sale from a craft shop. I can't tell you how old it is, but I've barely used it, so I've pulled this from there. I'm going to make the envelope from that, and so that there's somewhere to write the name on the front of the envelope, I've cut a oval of white card using this oval die, and this oval die is 4 7/8 by 2.5. So we'll set that to one side and we will go ahead and make the envelope for this. Okay, so this card is 6 inches square. So I'm going to use my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, and on here it's got the card size, paper size and score line, and they go from 2 inches by 3.5 all the way up to 6 inches by 8.5. There is also an app that you can download on your phone, which is called Envelope Punch Board Calculator. So I have that on my phone. So in here you would put your dimensions. So this one is 6 by 6, and then it tells you that I need a piece of card that is 9 5/8 square, and I would set the score line at 4 7/8. This app is for this punch board. So I'm going to cut a piece of this piece of card 9 5/8 square, and I'm going to score on this board at 4 7/8. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So lining the card up at the 4 7/8 mark, and then punching, which gives me the notch, and then you find the score line and score. Then we turn it counterclockwise, and this score line, which may be difficult for you to see, we line up with this here, and we punch again and we score, and we do that on all 4 sides. Once we've done that, on the back of the punch board here is a rounder punch, which makes your flat corners round. So we do that for all 4, and then we set it aside. So this is the bare bones of the envelope. So I'm going to fold and burnish along all of these lines using my bone folding tool. Decide what I want to be the top, so I'm going to use this one as the top, the opening, and then with the 2 sides in and the bottom flat, I'm going to put some glue along here. So the way that I do that is I will close it and I will use this part of my hand to give me a guide of where I can put the glue. So I know that if the glue is in this area, then that's not going to spill out onto the outside of the card. So just a small wiggle of glue and then close. Give that a moment to grab. And then on this top edge, which is what we'll use to close the envelope once we've written on the card, I will just use some double-sided tape. So you'll see I haven't gone all the way down to the end because it's not necessary. So it stops here and here. That's enough to hold it closed. So this will then sit nicely in the envelope. And then I just need to put my oval that I cut from the die on the front. And then that gives me somewhere clean for me to write who this card is going to. A quick little envelope for my Christmas card that I made in my last video. Ready to be written on and given to the recipient. Thanks for watching. If you've liked the content today, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing so you don't miss anything new. I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.